So here recently I picked up this little sound decibel meter, and a lot of my videos and testing that I do, I want to be able to actually compare item to item and see what kind of sound each item's putting out. And that led me to this little meter here. It had really good reviews, so I went ahead and picked up one myself. Not to mention the price on this thing was really attractive. But basically when you get it out of the box, this is what you're left with, this little meter right here. It does come with this little manual as well and a little carrying case. That's pretty much all there is to it. It does also have the batteries included. I thought that was kind of nice, not having to take batteries out of my own stash right from the beginning. But if you pop that little door off in the back right here, you'll see you've got 3 AAA batteries that are housed. That's how this little guy runs. No internal battery, no need to charge this thing back up. Just swap the batteries out and you're back good to go again. I did go ahead and take a second to thumb through this little manual when I first got it, just to kind of understand what the buttons did and the different variables of what they meant. Now, me never using one of these before, I kind of want to have a good understanding of this meter, but basically I just power this little dude on like so. You'll see it power on, and you got all kinds of different numbers on the screen. Starting at the top here, you've got a spot that shows you your temperature in Fahrenheit or Celsius. You get to take your pick, as well as it gives you a humidity reading here as well. Then right below that, you're going to see a spot that says fast or slow. If you're going to measure like a short burst of sound, so maybe for instance like gunfire at a range, you could switch that over to that fast, and I think it measures like 125 milliseconds instead of like the 1 second. Now you've also got an A and B setting on here as well, so you could switch to fast and slow here, and then if you press the Celsius and Fahrenheit button here and hold it down for 2 seconds, you could switch from A or B. So basically, if you've got anything that's going to be in like the normal parameter of sound, things in the shop or maybe like road noise, those are all going to fall under the normal parameters, which is going to be the A. But if you've got something that's really, really loud and you want to try to get a more accurate reading on that, you can switch that over to the C. That's going to be for all those really loud noises. They're going to be kind of off the scale a little bit. It does also have the capability of measuring minimum maximums as well. So if you're trying to catch like what the lowest sound level is and the highest, you can capture those numbers on here as well. You do also have the option of having a backlight on here as well. So if you decide you want to do that, or if you're in the dark, it's just kind of hard to see, you can do that for instance. Now once you take this little cover off here, that's going to show you your microphone and your little windscreen, which tends to like to stay inside the lid. That's what you're left with right there. That's where you're going to measure your sound. For the sake of example, I've been sitting here talking to you in my shop. I got a little bit of echo, and you're seeing I'm somewhere between 60 and 80, and that's with me kind of with my voice a little bit elevated just so you can hear me okay. But for sake of example, I've got one of these little air pumps right here. I wanted to go ahead and turn this on, and you can hear what this thing sounds like as well next to the meter. And this is what I'm basically using this thing for, is just to get an idea of what some of these devices actually operate at when they're functioning. And I'll turn this thing on. And you can see it pretty much hovered in the 90s. I think I saw it peak at 100 or so there for a second. That's really all there is to this little meter. Pretty handy little device. Something I've been wanting to add to my arsenal for a very long time. So if you've been looking for a similar device like this, see if this one checks all the boxes for you. I know it did for me, and the price is pretty attractive as well. But other than that, that's all I've got for you in this little video. I hope that was somewhat helpful for you. Appreciate you taking the time to watch, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.